What's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and we just got a bunch of new broken cards announced today for, I think it's Age of Overlord or something, so we're going to be reviewing all of them today, but we're also going to be starting with some other cards that got announced a few days ago, so I guess I am a little late, but I'm not gonna be wasting too much time with these cards because they're not really interesting, but the new archetype is rather insane, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, before this video starts, you already know the drill, please. My man, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button, and now let's get right into it. So the first card is Gaia Prominence, the Kinaling Seraph, Pyro Fusion Effect, Fire level 11, 35-31, Gaia Blaze, the Force of Blazing Sun, and one face-up monster you control, so it's not really like a super poly target or something. You can only use both effects once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, so everything except field, wow, and banished, you can discard one monster, negate the activation if you do destroy that monster. When this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one fire monster in your grave, special summon it. Really bad, honestly. Yeah, I don't like this card. It's not really a cohesive strategy anyways, but you need a really specific monster, which is a synchro monster. And I guess it makes it so that fusion something, not deployment, but another one of the newer fusion spells something, can special summon it directly from the extra deck, which is not too bad. So at least only because of that, I'm willing to cut this card some slack. Yeah, I guess this card justifies the existence of another card. Anyways, kind of a super poly target if your opponent has Beast and Fiend monsters, but Illusion is not really like a full type yet. We only have like one archetype that works with the Illusion monster card type. Anyways, the second and third effect are only once per turn. This card's name becomes Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, while it's on the field or grave, but it's still treated as a Phantom Beast card. Yeah, that's the theme of the deck. If this card is fusion summoned, you can send one Beast, Fiend, or Illusion monster from the deck to the grave. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's already really nice. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one of your banished Fiend, Beast, or Illusion monsters, except itself, special summon it. Again, really good, and you can also send this card directly from the extra deck to the grave with a Dogmatica Punishment or Nadir's Servant. So nothing can go wrong with this card. I'm just a big fan. But again, we need more good support for this deck because, yeah, sure, like the theme is to fuse and stuff, but what are you really going to be foolishing that's going to be doing much good for you? Yeah, I don't know. It would have been nice if you could actually straight up special summon a monster from the deck, but maybe that's wishful thinking. Anyways, Nemleria Repet, okay. Continuous trap, you can only use the first effect of this card's once per turn. If you control another Nemleria card, they changed it from Nemoluria to this. It's weirder to pronounce. Anyways, you can banish up to 3 cards from your extra deck face down, except Dreaming Nemluria, okay, to activate the appropriate effect. Okay, so if you're banishing one, you can search your deck for any Nemluria card from, actually, never mind, from the graveyard to hand. Any damage you take this turn is halved, or send one level 10 beast monster you control to the grave, and if you do, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. I mean, I've seen better. Yeah, I really have seen better because it's a trap card, so it's inherently slow, and just recycling back a card from the grave is like not the best, but I guess it's like something that you can do every single turn, so it's not that bad. Like, you get recycled back on your turn, on your opponent's turn, etc. But again, I definitely have seen better, so I'm not a super big fan. And finally, the last standalone card is Angel Ring. Equip only to a monster you control, equipped with another equip card. Yeah, that's kind of complicated. You negate the effects of your opponent's first spell card or effect that resolves each turn. It's kind of like the Magician continuous spell card. It's mandatory, but it negates Dark Ruler, which is fine, but it can be played around. Once per turn, you can gain 500 life points, then destroy this card, and if you do, your opponent cannot target the monster it was equipped to with card effects. You might as well play Solemn Judgment if you really want to negate spell cards this much, and like you already have to only equip this to a monster with another equipped card. It's too gimmicky, it's not good. I hate it. Anyways, okay, so now we're getting into the really juicy cards. Diabellstar and Snake Eye, which, it's not that it's an archetype that already existed, but we already had one card announced for it before, which is a normal spell card by the name of Tainted Treasure Snake Eye or something. I forgot the name. Yeah, Tainted Treasure of Treason Snake Eye. There we go. Yeah, alright, cool. And that card used to have, like, no reason to exist, but now there's finally a reason. Anyways, the first card is Diabellstar, the Dark Witch. Yes, level 7 Dark Spellcaster effect, 25-2000. Very iconic stats, pretty much like really reminiscent to Dark Magician. It's always the same thing. Level 7 Spellcaster, 25. Anyways, you can only special summon it with the first effect once per turn. In other words, it's an inherent summon, and the second and third effects are once per turn each. So you can special summon this card from the hand by sending one other card from your hand or field to the grave. It's not too bad. It makes it so that cards like Mind Control and Change of Heart and Enemy Controller are pretty good. Well, maybe not Enemy Controller because you're going neg. You're going neg a lot. Anyways, if this card is normal or special summoned, probably not normal summoned, summoned, you can send one Tainted Treasure spell or trap directly from your deck. Not bad at all. Okay, if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard during your opponent's turn, you can send one card from your hand or field to the grave, and if you do special summon this card, let's go. Now that's really good. That's actually really amazing because you're going to be able to, once again, get a set, actually better than a search. You're going to be getting a set on your own turn, on your opponent's turn every single time. So this is a lot of value that can be gained with one card. I am a big fan. And not to mention that you can normal summon a hand trap tuner like Ash or Bell or Mourner and make Baron de Fleur. It's always the same thing. It's always, a level 7 monster that can special summon itself like a Shtira Fenrir. There you go. Now I know what to do with it. The Tainted Treasure Hunter Fiend, the quickly spell card. You can only use the first and second effect of disguise once per turn. Add one Diabellstar monster from the deck or graveyard to hand. That's already insane because it's kind of like a Salamangreat Circle. You can use it on the draw phase and play around Droll and Logbird. And this card, again, does not search. It sets. So you can also use this card under Droll and under Ash. This is so well through Ash. This is insane. Like, we're off to like such a great start. During your main phase, you can banish this card from the grave and target one of your Tainted Treasure spells or trap that is banished or in your grave, except itself. Place it on the bottom of the deck. Then draw one card, bro. You can use both effects the same turn. You can literally search a monster and draw one card. This is engage. This is literally engage. This is so good. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. This card is honestly just unfair. Again, we've only seen 2 cards and it's already so good. Anyways, Tainted Treasure of Doom, Luciella. You can activate one card with this card's once per turn. Target one level 7 or higher spellcaster you control. Apply these effects in sequence. So that face-up monster is unaffected by other monster effects this turn, but send it to the graveyard during the standby phase of the next turn. That's kind of bait, actually, because if you use it on your opponent's turn, then it dies by your turn. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack equal to that monster's attack. Okay. Then if any of those monsters' attack has been reduced to 0 as a result, destroy. It's basically like a Regeki quick play. That's crazy because let's face it, like when is your opponent ever gonna be controlling a monster with like more than 25 going second? Probably never, right? If your opponent is trying to build a board, it's probably gonna be with a bunch of weak monsters, and then you can literally hit him with like a Regeki quick play. That's crazy. And then your monster becomes unaffected by monster effects, but it's not even like I can really say it's a good thing. So it's not that it's a bad thing, but again, you're gonna be losing it on the next standby phase. So that's the bait part. But yeah, really insane. But you actually have to apply both effects. It's not like you choose one. So that is something to take into consideration. Anyways, Tainted Treasure of Betrayal, Sylvia. Normal trap card. You can only use one of the first and second effect of this guy's once per turn and only once that turn. Unlike this one, where you can actually use both effects once per turn and in the same turn. Send one Diabellstar monster from your hand or face-up field to the grave. Then target one face-up card on the field, negate its effects. Well, you can negate evenly, you can negate Dark Ruler. This is really nice. If you can actually just splash this as an engine and easily search this card with the level 7 monster. Really, really good. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your Diabellstar monster effect or Tainted Treasure spell or trap card or effect, you can banish this card from your grave. Negate that opponent's effect. Okay, they want to Ash your spell card? Hell nah. How about I just negate it? So this card is like a double value card, and again, very easy to search. So you can even Foolish Goods for it, and then when you activate your starter, then you know for a fact that it's not like you can get Ash. So oh my god, I have so many good things to say about this deck. It's, again, like I said, really off to a great start. Alright, but we're really far from done, because now we've got the Snake Eye sub-archetype, because this was another sub-archetype, but they're correlated with each other. Kind of like how Fallen of Albaz and Visa Starfrost connected a bunch of archetypes. This is no different. So the first monster is Snake Eye XL. So shoutouts to Microsoft. Level 1 Fire Pyro effect monster. You can only use both effects once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, there you go, brace yourselves. You can add a level 1 fire monster from deck to hand. There is literally no way this is not going to be abused like generically, because the first thing that I thought about was Kurikara. Being able to search this, it's like, this is already really relevant in the current metagame, so imagine, like, with the... Oh my god, you can search Infernoble Knight Renault, Infernoid Decatron was another one that I thought about, like, immediately. Some of the other cards are not too great. I guess it's also a card that you could potentially maybe play in Volcanics, but probably not, realistically. because yeah, it searches Volcanic Shell and the Rim Fire. Not the best though, because there's other starters if you really want to be using your normal summon on those monsters. But yeah, also searches the Rescue Ace Hydrant. But yeah, searches a lot of cards. Really good. Imagine if it was like any fire monster and then you just search Ash. Free real estate. But yeah, it always gets better. Always. You can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave. Again, very similar to the theme that we have seen with these cards. Well, especially the Abel Star, because you can summon it by sending a card from the hand or field to the grave, etc. This one is no different, but yeah, send this card another face-up card you control to the grave, special summon one Snake Eye monster from the hand or deck, except itself. Oh my god, bro, are you kidding me? This is nuts! But again, we don't know what the other cards do, so hopefully they are just as good, if not better, than Excel. Okay, so Snake Eye, PowerPoint. No, that's Orc, sorry. Level 1 Fire Pyro effect, okay. You can only use the first and second effect of this guy's return. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading that actually. This card is normal or special. You can target one of your level 1 fire monsters that is banished from your grave. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. So even if you cannot special summon Kurikara, you can still recycle it back. I'm gonna keep saying Kurikara. But yo, this is so good. Like, you can revive back Decatron and then, like, I don't know, like send something and then make like a big synchro monster because Decatron is like a fat tuner. Yo, Infernoid players rejoice. That includes me because my first regional top was with Infernoid. And anyways, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave, special summon one Snake Eye monster from the hand or deck, except itself. Oh, that... Oak? You mean Orc, not Professor Oak. Yeah, that's the exact same effect as the other one. There is not much to say. Anyways, Snake Eye, White Bitch. Whoa, my bad. White Birch. This is still white. It's still the same, like, pronunciation. Wow, really strong. 2100 defense. Really fat booty. Really not fitting for... No, okay, yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, you can only special summon with the first effect of this card's once per turn. You can only use the second effect. What? Okay, so that's an inherent summon. It's actually slightly different. I was like, wait, that's not the exact same clause. Anyways, if you control a fire monster, you can special summon this card from the hand. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate that this one is not like, you know, like special summon, I mean, search or revive back, but nah, not too bad. Anyways, the second effect is completely different. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave, special summon one Snake Eye monster from the hand or deck, except, yes, which is the exact same effect, but as a quick effect, but only on your opponent's turn, which is not bad. But again, you can summon like any Snake Eye monster with these cards, so it's not like a level 1 Snake Eye. No, because this boy right here is kind of nice. It's Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon, level 8 Fire Dragon effect. 3 effects, bro. Okay, you're nice like that. You can target one monster in the grave or face up field, place it face up in its owner spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. That's quite literally the effect of the spell card that I mentioned before, the Tainted Treasure of Treason Snake Eye or something. Yes, that's it. So yeah, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. Hold on, does this randomly synergize with the Crystal Beast? Are they treated as continuous spells when they like die or something? Yes, actually they are. You can randomly summon Crystal Beast monsters with this card. Yo, Neshi, if you're watching this is for you. Okay, wow, that's good. But yeah, you can actually revive back your opponent's monster because you can also target like your opponent's monsters on their field or on their graveyard in order to put them in like the spell and trap zone. That's crazy. And then, yo, that's freaking nice. And now I understand when, you know, it says like, oh, you have to send like another card you control to the grave. You're usually gonna be sending cards in the spell and trap zone, so it's not really neggy. Pretty good. I'm a big fan. But if this card, the third effect, of course, if this card is sent from the hand or field to the grave, it doesn't have to be by a card effect. It can be like by a cost. So the cost of this, for example, if it's randomly on the field, you can special summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from the grave. There is no way this doesn't get abused. This has to get abused one way or another. I don't care, but this is insane. I'm gonna piss you off again. You can revive back 2 Decatrons with this. This is insane. I'm gonna play this card in Infernoids. I'm gonna play like a little Snake Eye engine, and then like I don't know, like do things like I don't know. It kind of looks broken. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm stupid, but I mean I am stupid. But I mean like bro, like reviving back 2 Decatrons and then sending like 2 Deviati and then making like Gustav Max and then passing turn looks kind of nice. Anyways, now we've got a weird card, the Shrine of Serpentine Sight Snake Eye. This is what happens when Konami doesn't want a deck to be too broken. They remove the archetype from the name of the card. It's hard to explain, but you know, like the Tear Elements field spell, the Prime Volt Planet Perlarino, and, you know, Kashtira, the Kashtira field spell, they're not searchable in their own deck. So this has the exact same issue. It's not like a Tinted Treasure spell card. Anyways, you can only activate one card with this card's demons per turn, no shit. When this card resolves, you can place one Snake Eye monster from the hand deck or graveyard face up in its owner spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. That's already good, but it's not as good as a Rhoda. Level 1 fire monsters you control gain 1100 attack, bro. Okay, oh yeah, they're gonna become big really quick, but they're all really weak. Oh, actually, this is gonna become 19 and this is gonna become 2k. Yo, level 1 monsters are broken now. Once per turn, if your opponent normals or special summons a monster, you can target one monster on the card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. This is really good, and it also makes it good on your own turn if your opponent, like, I don't know, hits you with a monster that... if your opponent special summons a monster on your own turn, it's like an extra extender on top of like a semi-starter. And on your opponent's turn, obviously, you're gonna be able to revive back a few monsters. Well, I mean, not revive back, but like summon from the spell and trap zone. It's almost like a monster reborn, okay? It cut me some slack. Anyways, now we've got an actual archetype card. The original Tainted Treasure. So because of the fact that it's a Tainted Treasure card, it is searchable by this grail right here, right? The Bellstar, the Dark Witch, because again, you're gonna be combining the Bellstar with Snake Eye. That's the theme of the deck. It's two archetypes combined with each other. Kind of like Branded Despia with like Fallen of Albaz and like random BS. It's not really like one deck, it's kind of like a combination of a lore deck. That's basically what it is. Whatever, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, you can, I'll reread that. No, actually, no, I'm stupid. You can only activate one of the first and second effect of disguising once per turn, and only once that turn. I don't know if I read that, but whatever. Send one other face-up card you control to the grave, special summon one level 1 fire monster from the hand or deck. It's always the exact same effect, actually. So many cards that like summon from the deck, or search from the deck, or like do things from the deck. This is so good. Really good, but it would have been like broken if it was a quick play spell. You activate a normal spell, and then you chain, you send the spell card that's resolving, and then you summon a monster from the deck. But again, you can summon Decatron. Okay, I'm gonna stop bothering you guys. Second effect, you can banish this card from the grave that target one Snake Eye or the Bellstar monster in your grave. Add one level 1 fire monster from the deck to the hand. You gotta be kidding me. Then place the targeted monster on the bottom of the deck. Holy mac and cheese. How many starters do we have? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this has 2 effects to search and special. A level 1 fire monster doesn't lock you under anything, doesn't negate the effect of anything you summon, no restriction whatsoever. It's free real estate. You can search Kurikaras left and right. Kashtira is not gonna be a thing. This deck bullies the living crap out of Kashtira. you just search like a Kurikara on their ass. Like, you can search 3. You can like triple Kurikara them and then like Omega kill them. And then you got like 20,000 damage on board and you didn't even normal summon, and you can't even get Nibiru. Anyways, the Glaring Ruler Snake Eyes. Very interesting. Again, another card that cannot be searched because the Snake Eye spell or tribe. I mean, it's not like an actual archetype. Well, I mean, the spells and traps. Anyways, you can only activate one card with this guy's demons per turn. Holy shit, my back is killing me. And the total levels of all Snake Eye monsters you control equal to or more. Wow, really hard to do, especially when you got a level 8 monster. That's really easy to do. Activate one of these effects. So either target one monster in your opponent's graveyard or face a field, place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So that's an interruption. Or it's a monster reborn. Again, one thing that I find really funny with this entire archetype is that almost every single effect is like the same thing. It's always like, oh, you can target one monster your opponent controls or in the grave, place it in the spell and trap zone, or like the same thing for you, or like summon a monster in the spell and trap zone, or like send a card and then like do this and that and like search or special. It's pretty good. Like you have ways of getting your stuff going. Clearly you can make like rank 1s into Zeus, into stuff like that. So you got like a really toolboxy extra deck for sure, because Lyrilla Straw Brigade was able to do, you know, a lot of things. And I don't think this is going to be any different, right? So if Lyrilla Straw Brigade was good in the past and it was a good level 1 deck or rank 1 deck, whatever, why would this deck be any different? And as an added bonus, this card is kind of unfair, actually. It's not even like you can say, oh, I mean, it's the boss monster of the deck. You always want to, you know, keep it and not send it to the grave. You actually want to be sending it to the grave, if anything. And you can also maybe use it as a synchro material or a link summon for something. It's a dragon monster, so it's not like you can really do much with it, but not too bad. I don't know, you're gonna be summoning 2 copies of this card, and then you're gonna make Hieratic Seal, revive back 2 level 1 fire monsters. That's Copium Turbo. But, oh, by the way, there is one thing that I'm gonna have to mention. There was a spell card that I criticized a lot before we got, you know, this support, and it was Bonfire, a normal spell card that is kind of like a worse reinforcement of the army, because it searches a level 4 or lower pyro monster from the deck to the hand, but it is once per turn. Reinforcement of the army, on the other hand, is not once per turn. So if you have 3 reinforcement of the armies, to search a extremely supported monster card type, it's actually problematic for the game. Whereas Bonfire is inherently not unfair. It's at best a good card, and at worst an unplayable card. And it used to be unplayable because realistically there was nothing to search. Only like the small shitty volcanic monsters that aren't even that good. I mean, obviously you want to search the small ones, but again, you have to play 3 Bonfires, and if you draw multiples, then it's not good. And that deck already suffers from, you know, a lot of bad hands and stuff like that. It's not like I could say that it was the best Bonfire deck, but this, on the other hand, definitely looks like it's insane, because if you can consistently search this, that searches another card, and then you can special summon another monster from the deck, and then revive back a bunch of monsters. I can already imagine some crazy combos in my head, but I absolutely cannot wait to make some videos on this dual archetype, actually. So yeah, you can expect maybe in next week or something, because I'm gonna be busy with the Nats this weekend. Catch me next week, or maybe the week after or something. I don't even know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts about these new cards in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.